Hello again, survivors. NK Productions back again, as always. Joined here
With
by Flying Squirrel.
yeah, hi everybody.
Yes. Um.
Season finale. Oh boy,
Yeah.
fun
Mid-season
stuff.
finale this
Yeah,
season.
mid-season finale
Yeah.
technically. No,
Don't
but
get their hopes down.
yeah.
But or yeah. Yep. This is The Walking Dead, season 5, episode 8, Coda. So yeah, not doing as you know. Not gonna summarize it. Hopefully, you guys just watch it yourself, because that's what a podcast over
Yeah.
a show usually requires. So you watch the show.
It's highly
Um,
eventful, fun to watch.
yes, it was a good show.
Yeah.
All right. So, what do you think? Like the name of this episode means?
Coda.
Yeah. So, coda is the concluding. I searched up here on Google. The
Yeah.
concluding passage of a piece or movement, typically forming an addition to the basic structure. A noun for music.
Um I mean sorry, repeat some of that. It was
Okay.
like
It's the concluding passage
the
of a
concluding
piece of
passage.
movement or a piece or movement, typically forming an addition to the basic structure. So,
Okay. So like just more basically.
all right.
Kind of at
It's
least in a way.
what I think
But
is it's uh it's referencing best character
yeah.
as as a song, as a piece
Okay.
or movement, and it's the concluding passage of it. So
Yeah,
it's
'cause she died.
yeah, she died. Spoiler alert. No.
Oh, they watched it already.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. You
We
watched it.
told them to.
I know. They didn't listen. We're gonna come over there and
They never made it to the moon.
they never made it. Oh, jeez. We're gonna
Just
tell them that they never made it to the moon, and then their lives are gonna be ruined.
yeah,
And I'll further spoil every Walking Dead thing ever, releasing the
exactly.
information of comics upon them. All right, yeah.
Yeah.
So Beth was a piece of art. She started off kind of annoying, wanting to kill herself and stuff in season 2. Then she became season 3. I don't really remember a lot of season 3. She's kind of a background character. Kind of sung a little bit. That was good. Yeah, she sung.
Mm.
She sung a lot. She sings. Season 4, she really became a cool character. You know, like becoming a lot more. She became kind of
Involved.
confused. Yeah,
Oh,
and involved, but confused like what she wants to do and more grown up. And then obviously season 5, she becomes kind of a main character, and becomes more of a survivor. But
also becomes dead.
yeah, becomes
So,
dead, turns dead. Did yeah.
but it
Um,
was a headshot, so that's
okay,
good.
zombie. Yeah, that's good. Not really good for the open casket funeral that they're gonna be doing. You know, all their friends are gonna come there. And be like,
Yeah,
yeah,
that'll be.
yeah. It's open casket funerals, man. All
Yep.
right. So yeah, the intro. Or The Walking Dead usually has two types of intros, three types. Flashbacks that you're just kind of like, okay, that's cool, I guess, maybe. Decent intros about like, something that happened, like, oh no, something,
Oh man, there's stuff going on.
maybe,
Maybe.
yes. And then there's also cool stuff like this one, where
Yeah.
it was like he's like, can't go back, Bob. Speaking of which, if you remember from episode 1 of season 5, that's what Gareth said to Bob. You can't go
Yep.
back, Bob. So that's cool.
You could see Rick reflecting. He was like, "Oh,
Yeah, he kind of does his like, like turned his head or whatever.
yeah."
He has like little things like that. It's cool.
Hmm.
Um, but you notice this is Adam, when the cop was running down to the middle of the road and Rick was like, turn over or pull over, he,
Yeah.
or whatever. He said,
Told
get
him
off.
to stop.
Stop. Okay.
Stop.
Stall.
Stop.
But he just kept running. It's like, well, you'd think that
The
he'd run
guy's
to
in a
the
car.
side. Yeah.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, I think I said something about that when we
Yeah.
were watching it.
Yeah.
I was like, run to the side,
Yeah.
you get out of the way, and
Yeah.
like he could floor it, but you're still gonna be able to get out of the way.
Yeah.
And then he'll like turn back around, come at you, get out of the way again. It's not that
Yeah.
hard.
You cannot run a car, but you can outmaneuver it.
That's right.
Hmm. Or you can just like climb inside or something. I don't know.
And you can outrun and outmaneuver walkers,
Yes, true.
even though
Which,
that's not shown enough.
yeah, It was kind of a little bit. I don't really get it though, because Rick ran by and just kind of cut a Walker's stomach open. I have no
Yeah,
idea why I did that. Why
that
do you?
was.
I don't know. Maybe to like. I have no idea why I did that.
Yeah.
Why there's any purpose in cutting a Walker's stomach? Because that doesn't kill it.
No,
It
it
just.
just like spills its guts, you know.
Yeah. I don't. Okay. Whatever. I guess it's just to look cool, maybe.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh. I could have did it so I can get on his knife or whatever that he used. So I could stab Gabriel and turn him into a zombie.
Yeah.
Maybe. I doubt it, but I don't know.
Something like
I
that.
have no idea.
Yeah. It
And
was it was more just
yeah,
for looks, I'm pretty sure.
yeah.
But
So then Gabriel got hit by a car. Like I was watching it live. I usually don't watch it live. I watch it like 20 minutes later, so I can skip the stuff. But I actually watched it live with the iPad and like doing the two screen experience. And
yeah.
when he got hit by the car, I like burst out laughing. And I was like, wait a sec, I just laughed at some guy getting hit by a car.
Yeah. It's a little dark.
Yeah, he's kind of he was the best bad guy that we ran into probably like the nicest, you
Yeah.
know, because he didn't kill Carol and he
Yeah.
was somewhat truthful about stuff,
Yeah.
but still deserved it. Can't knock out one of
I
our
mean,
people.
yeah, I guess so.
Maybe didn't deserve to get killed, but
Yeah, but because like Rick was, stop, and he
yeah,
didn't stop, so I guess
one
it's kind
strike
of his
around.
fault when you think about it, man.
Yeah,
The no,
he had a chance.
no zero tolerance policy.
Yeah. So would you actually have shot him, or would you have just been like, "All right, you're back with us,
I
mate"?
wouldn't have shot the guy, no,
Yeah. Nope.
honestly. I just don't feel like that was necessary.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean,
but
yeah, I think yeah, it would have been a better bartering item, but then again,
yeah,
it could mess up the trade when she's like, "What's up with him? Why is he in a stretcher?" You know? It's
yeah, I
like,
guess so.
"Oh, I hit him when we
Yeah,
escaped and I broke
I
his back."
accidentally hit him with a car.
You ran in front of me. It was his
Just
fault.
like you accidentally hit Carol with a car, you know?
Yeah.
When am I meant for one of yours?
Oh, that's actually true, isn't it? You
Yeah,
could just do that. And
right?
I mean, Carol, internal bleeding, but he's got a broken back, so it's, pretty much the same thing. A broken back, a minor concussion, ruptured organs.
No
What?
big deal.
Yeah.
The guy was
Yeah.
only bleeding out of like his mouth, not even his ears or anything.
Yeah, it's probably okay then. So when Gabriel is outside the church, like he escaped and he's being chased by walkers. Um, he there's like walkers, running to him, and he was about to go back under the church, but the walkers are 10 feet away. Maybe it's just in Gabriel's panic state of mind, but he
Yeah.
still could have went under the church. It actually probably would
Yeah.
have been safer than going to the front where there's
Yeah.
minimal defense. You could just go under, zombies can reach you, go up.
I guess he didn't know that the door was blocked though.
Yeah.
So
Well,
there's that,
he
right?
should because they were hammering it right in front of him.
Yeah, well,
They did hammer it.
he's dumb, so it's
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah, he went out in the first place. He's like, "Oh, I actually needed to see the Bob's leg to know that it happened."
yeah.
I couldn't tell because that his leg was cut off by looking at him.
Right.
You know, I don't know. But I mean, imagine though that you're just, holed up or whatever for like a year, I don't, 2 years without seeing people. Then suddenly you see people and they just like one guy's his leg cut off, and then they go and just destroy like five other human survivors. You
Yeah.
know, sure for
Hack
like
him
cutting
to
off his
bits.
leg. Yeah, I mean,
That's
that'd look kind of crazy.
be
So
pretty intense.
yeah,
Don't know if I would be able to handle something like that, especially if I had been away from people for so long.
yeah, especially if you were camping.
Right.
'Cause it's intense.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, and then when Gabriel like pulls a pipe out and he's like pushing the zombie. See, you should have sharpened the pipe.
Yeah.
Could have stabbed the zombie.
Pointed that out earlier.
Yeah, we were right. Get destroyed. Walking Dead. Listen to our help. We'd totally survive in the zombie apocalypse.
Yep.
We'd be like, sharpen those pipes. Save everyone.
Yep.
Then we'd die of food poisoning or something. I'd probably
Yeah.
die like day one because I tried to do something cool and like.
Run out into a middle, like a big group of zombies and be like, they're not that hard to kill.
Kill
Kill like five of them and then
yeah,
they just,
they try to push him over and be like, see, and then I get bit and be like,
yeah.
well.
This is awkward.
Then I blame my team, be like, you guys didn't back me
Yeah.
up. You guys suck. I want a
Yeah.
different. I want a different group.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, that's
Uh,
funny. Um, so then when the zombies are at the door, there's a thing that Shane did. He cut his hand. Actually, Rick learned this, but or Rick knew about this, and then Shane learned it. But he was stuck in a bus, so he held the doors closed, cut his hand, put it up against the edge of the door where the zombies could get. Then the zombie put their head to, lick the blood or whatever, and he'd stab it through the door or through the crack in the door. And then
Okay.
he'd do that again, and zombies would come up, and he'd just stab it, so he could work through a group of zombies. Um, they could have
Hmm.
done that, I think, with the zombies to just work through them instead of just letting them all in or whatever they
Yeah.
did. Um, I actually think Michonne probably could have handled them all on herself if they just came in. Because
Yeah.
if um, you never stab, if you always slice, you could just hook up multiple. You just slice, swing it around, slice. You could just
Yeah.
keep on going.
Yeah.
Get
It's not
the
like their heads or like their skulls are very tough or anything
yeah,
either. If
yeah,
like water just destroys it
hmm
from like a fire hydrant, might be able to knock a guy over, but
yeah.
going through bone.
Yeah, you should just be able to. I mean, I wouldn't really actually stab with a
Cause
sword like ever because if you
yeah.
get stuck, I'd just be like, bam, slam. That's why I
Yeah.
want a baseball bag. 'Cause if they're that weak, you could just bam, slam it,
Yeah.
just kill them instantly. Um, that'd be so, yeah. And then Rick goes back to the little group of people, and he's like, or to his captives, and then they talk or whatever. And they're like, no, Rick's group was like, we could still do the trade. Would you want to go for the trade still? Like, what's your opinion on that? Like, would you want to go for
Uh,
this trade still and try to trade Beth with the police officers, or just go in and kill all the people and take Beth and Carol?
it would depend on, I guess, like if I knew what was in store for me once I got there, like who would, I guess, try and help me and who wouldn't. But just assuming that I didn't know any of that, I'd go for the trade, I think.
Yeah,
Even though, like, a lot of the times, you try and trade with someone, and we were talking about this before, they're gonna do everything they can to have the most and not
yeah,
give their stuff to you.
yeah,
So, you risk a lot by trying to trade.
yeah. Trade just. I mean, items are one thing, but when you have people, if
Yeah.
they just get it back without giving away your people,
Yeah.
that'd be what they want to do. Because if Rick had the opportunity to just walk in and take it, he'd totally do that.
Mm-hmm.
Just be like, well, I'm not gonna give your people back.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'd probably try to do the snatch and grab just because they're really, I don't know. Maybe I'd like fake a trade and then go in when they expect to trade, and just take or like talk about the trade, send some people in, they come in and like pretend like you're doing the trade. Like Rick stands there, he talks to them while the rest of the people are going back because it's two less police officers, coming out to trade.
Mm-hmm.
Or set the trade up, outside the area. Then so when they go out in the convoy, bring a whole bunch of people or whatever, take the convoy out. Nah, it's too risky. As they're prepping for the convoy, go in because they totally wouldn't be expecting it then,
All right.
because they'd all be like getting ready, getting in cars and stuff, and you just go like, all right, come on with us.
Yeah.
And by the time they realize, they'd already be out of there.
Could work.
Yeah, but I guess they already be prepped to go and try to save them. Start a
Yeah.
convoy, but still, take out the
Well,
tires.
yeah.
Yeah, but and then back to the Gabriel and stuff. Then when they get out of the church, all those zombies are inside and they're breaking through. How does Abraham know to destroy the staircase and block off
Yeah, that was
the
kind of
church?
just a thing that I think they put in there because they can, not because it was logical.
Mm-hmm.
I just, I don't know what the idea was behind there, I guess. Like,
What do you mean?
how they could explain for, like,
Oh,
him
okay.
knowing. Is more what I mean.
I mean, I guess you could have noticed that they're all sitting out there and there's maybe zombies. Yeah. Ugh.
It's
Might be able
just,
to tell but that'd be really, really quick thinking, piecing
yeah,
stuff together. That zombies are actually inside the church.
yep.
So it's kind of unrealistic. Which is also or Maggie's character. Um, she didn't care about Beth like this entire. Um, see,
Or just doesn't even really mention
yeah,
her,
doesn't
we'll say.
mention it. Yeah. This season, and then because he's always, or actually last half of the last season, because she's like going, or the second half of last season, because she's going for Glenn. She's like, when you get to Glenn, but she doesn't even remember Matt or Beth the entire time that she's going for Glenn, and then when when she gets Glenn, she doesn't even mention Maggie, or she doesn't even,
Mm.
Maggie doesn't even mention Beth.
Yeah.
So it's just I don't know. It's kind of weird that she like completely forgot about Beth.
Yeah. But then but
Oh,
then, sorry,
oh,
when she hears about Beth like being alive, then she's suddenly crying tears of
yeah,
joy and all
yeah,
this, you know.
yeah.
Uh,
That's weird. I mean, maybe she focused, but
yeah, I guess so.
she's focused on it. I
Maybe.
don't know. Yeah. And then Dawn. So the police officer lady. I thought it was kind of interesting that her people thought she was cracking. Um, it was interesting that the leader before they thought he was cracking, that he was not sentimental enough because he just sent people out on missions and didn't really care
Yep.
about their life, but she cares too much. So it's kind of like the people wanted somebody that cared more, and now they want somebody that cares less.
Yeah.
Like maybe they were more
It's gonna
caring then.
bounce back and forth like that, you know.
Yeah, yeah, but now they're just not caring enough. I don't even know why they tried to like overthrow her. Like, what's the purpose of? I don't know. It's like when they actually killed her, or when she died in the very end. Like it's
Uh huh.
just about her. I don't know. Maybe okay. She was saying that because that they wouldn't follow her. Like they wouldn't, because she shot Beth, they wouldn't open fire, or that because she got shot, they wouldn't open fire. Maybe that's what they were saying
Yeah.
by it was just about her.
Uh huh.
So, yeah, huh. That's what I think, anyways.
Mhm.
And then when Don fights that one police officer dude, I thought it was like the all the fights in the show are like really like brutal and kind of slow and I don't know, really
Like, oh, I'm choking you.
yeah,
Oh
not
man, now you threw me
close. Yeah.
against a wall, and now you're choking me.
Yeah.
And
Or yeah. Or kind of like what I seem to always go back to is when Rick bites the dude's neck out. Joe, I think his name was, yeah. Joe the claimers when he bites the guy's neck out. It was because it was like he hit him in the face, kicked Rick. Rick got up, bit him, walked over, stabbed the other guy.
yeah,
You know, that's kind of like the stuff that you'd expect is kind of like slow, but really, you hurt him and you kill him. It's
yeah,
not just like this kind of reminded me of more of like a kung fu fight that they all
yeah,
like did like these moves. Because I mean, I guess they're police officers, but still, I don't know if you'd. There's like instant, knee hit, bam,
yeah,
combo, elbow, whatever. Um, I mean, I'd expect some knees and some elbows, but not to that amount that they had.
yeah,
But it was just like it seemed really tactical to me. I
yeah.
don't know about you, but
Oh,
yeah. Uh, and then it's kind of weird with Beth's character. I don't know based off of her character that she would have pushed that guy down the elevator.
yeah. She just doesn't seem the type, but
Yeah, yeah.
she did it, I guess.
To kill so quickly, at least.
Yeah, like I mean, she was watching the fight going on,
Yeah.
and I guess she just decided that um the lady, god dang it, what's her name?
Dawn.
Dawn, thank you. The Dawn actually was trying to help her.
Yeah.
After that talk, you know,
Yeah.
and then she was like, okay, gotta save Dawn,
Hmm.
but yeah, so it was still pretty quick to kill.
Yeah. Yeah. And then later when she, goes and stabs Dawn, skipping around a bit, but
Yeah,
when she stabs Dawn, um, it's that was the thing that kind of annoyed me um with it because it didn't really make sense for her to do that, because she's not really. I mean, sure, she pushed someone down, but I don't know if she didn't expect to actually kill Dawn, did she? Like, I don't know.
yeah, I'm not
She just
sure.
like stabbed her in the shoulder. It's like, yeah, I did it.
Yep.
It just seemed kind of weird. Like she just like stabbed her in the shoulder. It's like she wanted to get shot. I mean,
Yeah, something
you
like that. I
stab
mean,
like the
it was a fit of rage because she was like,
yeah,
"No, you can't take Noah back. He
yeah,
got away. We're taking him home."
Hmm.
and kind of just acted on.
Yeah, it's a lot of
Yeah,
emotions.
yeah,
Yeah. And
which
then,
is a bad idea
yeah, it's like
generally.
Dawn spit her on the face as, just
Yeah.
like, see, everyone comes back or whatever.
Yep.
And she's like, I ain't having this.
Hmm.
Stab you in the shoulder. But I don't know. I'd go for the neck or something.
Yeah,
Because
and
then, yeah, Dawn wouldn't really react like
I
that.
just want to throw it in like how she shot Beth,
Hmm.
and then it like slows down and it's all quiet, like you can't hear what she's saying, but like I don't know if you saw the same thing as I did, but it looked like she was saying I didn't mean to.
Yeah.
Um, how would you not mean to do that?
So,
You shot her in the head.
yeah, so she had her, like, probably her gun ready, because
Yeah,
you could tell in Beth's face that's
yeah.
how, she wasn't. So when Beth moved so suddenly, she pulled the
Mhm,
trigger probably by accident. Um, just because it was just, it was shocking.
mhm.
Yeah, it is kind of because it had it aimed at her head, but
Yeah,
probably, I mean, she'd say anything to get out of that at that point because, there's an entire group of savage-looking people,
yeah. I guess so.
that obviously care about, you know, Beth, and she just shot her in the head. So,
Yep.
yeah. And then when Dawn act, so yeah, I don't know. I was trying to finish that thought with the more concluding thing, but all right. So did Dawn actually use Beth? Jeez, I'm just blowing my mic a lot.
Yeah.
Did Dawn actually use Beth, or do you think, Dawn just was like, Beth, push him in. I want it to be. We can't make, we gotta kill him quick, or it's just like, I don't want to have this on my hands. You do it.
Um, I think she used Beth
Yeah.
because then you go and look, like she is not nice to Beth most of the time. They have a couple heart to hearts, but
Yeah.
she's, like
Yeah.
hit her in the face to open her wound or whatever. It's
Yeah.
generally pretty mean to her, and then she's all like, "I told you that he would come back,"
Yeah.
and all that. So it's not like she was friendly
Yeah.
to.
See the scars on Beth's face? That's probably
Yeah.
from her, because like she got those scars from coming back, and then probably they beat her. Probably Dawn did, specifically. So
Hmm.
yeah, I agree with you. Um, yeah. So would you actually want to leave the hospital if you were there, or would you want to stay there? Like at the hospital, like if you were Rick's group, or if you were just there in general.
Um, I think I'd want to stay where I was at that point.
Hmm.
Whichever side you were on, the other side looks more savage
Yeah. Yeah.
or just less good, I guess.
Hmm.
So,
Makes
yeah,
sense.
if I was in Rick's group, I'd probably stay. Same goes for hospital
Yeah.
or the inhospitable.
Inhospitable people.
Yeah.
Or the inn. No, I can't think of anything. But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, the hospital's a safe place, and they obviously have a good structure, sort
Mhm.
of structure set up. I mean, they have protection, and they have a security, they have security, which is your main stuff that you want.
Yeah.
But they have security, they have food, they have water, shelter, right?
I guess that's
But
true, and it's
it's
not like
just,
they're asking that much like for
yeah,
work,
yeah.
honestly.
They save people. I mean, that's good. I just think a society bound like that is, or society like that is bound to collapse. So
Yeah.
you can't really just save people.
Mhm.
Out because in this War of Mine, there's actually a hospital in the game that just you go there and they'll help you. I mean, you can trade for like medical supplies, give them medical supplies, and they'll give you stuff because they're getting medical supplies to help people.
Mhm.
And I was starving, so I sent one of my guys there, and I stole all their supplies.
No.
So yeah,
Jeez.
uh, I actually that was the only game I won, so I had to do it, and I survived with one person. Everyone else died of starvation
Well,
or killed themselves. Yeah.
jeez. All right.
Yep. Yeah. All right. How much? So Tyrese is kind of he's a good person at this point compared to everyone else.
Yeah.
So he's obviously gonna die soon. That's probably the next person they're gonna kill off, because his
Yeah.
character. I mean, unless they kill off Sasha, which is a possible thing that they could do, and his character, becomes like, evil or whatever. I don't not
Yeah.
evil, but more Ricky,
Yeah.
There's really nothing else that his character line can go because he's good now, that's
Yeah.
his end character development.
But at the same time, it looks like he's transitioning a little bit, becoming a little less good, maybe.
Really?
I think so. I mean, here, didn't it end up like he didn't kill that guy or something?
Yeah, he didn't kill the guy.
Okay. Well, maybe not. I don't know.
Wait, who?
Um, the guy
The
that
dude.
was gonna kill the baby?
Oh yeah, no, no, he didn't kill him. And then when they came back, he stayed away and didn't kill anyone.
Right. So, yeah, never mind on what I
Okay.
said, I guess.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
is
And he's
definitely
like,
a good guy right now, but
and he's kind of a background moral compass. Like he'll talk about like we can't do this,
yeah.
but but he doesn't really say it and doesn't
It's
really
kind of fading
act.
away, becoming less important to the group.
Mhm. And I think they're gonna kill him off, and Sasha's probably gonna become a lot more evil or something. Then Rick will be like, Sasha, you can't be evil. And she'll be like, I gotta kill him. And Rick will be like, no, and he'll shoot her. And bunch of conflict. That'll be cool if
Yeah.
that ever happens. But yeah, I think they'll kill off Tyrese next because everyone who's good or a moral compass, if you will, to the show dies. Dale and Herschel have died, and they were
Mm.
both good. And like, we can't do this, guys. Come on, we're better than this. We're better than we're the same as the people out there. I
Yeah.
went for Rick in that, but yeah, he's so I think they'll probably kill off Tyrese. If the next character could either be Tyrese or Sasha, because Sasha is starting to end her character development as well after Bob
Yeah,
died.
definitely.
You know, and or Glenn. They could possibly kill off Glenn. Huh. Um. So all right, and then when Daryl and Sasha are on the building, getting ready to snipe, we both kind of noticed this.
Yeah.
Is how the police officers totally should have seen them because they
Uh-huh.
were like on the top of the building. They should have been skylined. You could totally see their outline
Yeah.
compared to the sun. So it's really no way they could have missed them. I don't
Yeah.
know, it's kind of weird.
That's a really big thing actually that effect
Mhm.
stand out really badly
Yeah.
if you're, on the top of a building up against the sky or something.
I used to play Battlefield 2 pretty
Yeah.
hardcore. Okay. A lot of actual sniping things go into the game, and you got to make sure that you're not skylined when you're sniping. Like you got to be halfway down a hill. Usually is a good area. By a tree is good. In a bush, whatever.
Yep.
But if you can see, most people go on top of a hill, on top of a building, and they can clearly see your outline. So, you
Yeah.
just gotta be careful when doing that. And I would have gone actually down a story inside the parking garage and just kind of been perched there so you can't so they're in the shadows.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably be a better spot, but
yeah,
somehow they were pretty much invisible. So
yeah. They just put on their magic cloaks that they
they
have around
used exo cloak.
exo cloak capabilities with their exosuits
Yeah,
and their
that's right.
exo jumps,
Yeah.
their exo bombs, and their exo. Yeah. What if Carol's injuries are actually worse than we think? So save Carol and Beth, and we're like, yeah, and they go home and Carol dies of internal bleeding.
After Beth dies.
Yeah,
That'd be a
after
pretty
Beth
big
dies,
letdown.
right? Yeah, because yeah, Daryl will be like totally,
Yeah.
yeah. But I mean, that could totally happen because they hardly know if she's good. Sure, she woke up. That doesn't mean anything. I mean, that means that she's out of her coma or
Yeah.
whatever. But
She's living.
still, yeah, you don't know. I don't know. It's just you'd almost not want to bring her back because you want the doctors there to help her. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a risky move taking her back because they don't really have any trained doctors. Herschel was their only doctor, and he was a veterinarian. Um, I think Carol's the next best thing because Herschel taught Carol a little bit. Um, so Dawn, when they are like, oh, the walkers got Lanson or Hanson, the bald dude that Rick ran over,
Yeah.
they actually think that. I mean, based on her look and her, how she replied, I don't.
Oh, yeah, I think she totally thought that he was lying. Or
Yeah,
knew that he was lying.
yeah. She was like, right, you know.
Yeah.
So she's probably like,
Which is probably why she wanted Noah back.
yeah. She wanted to do that and also to show off her power.
Yeah, definitely.
Because she like looked back and she's like, oh no, they expect more, And then she's like, also Noah. And then one of our people is like, no, but she's
Yeah.
like, shut it or whatever.
Yeah.
So she's kind of getting power hungry.
Yeah.
I'm thinking a bit too strategically,
Yeah.
not strategically enough, I guess.
Either way.
Yeah. And then Noah's like, I'd volunteer. And then Rick was like, no, you stay with us. If you were Rick, would you have let him go? Or have you been like, nope, you ain't going, no matter what or
If he
whatever.
was cool with it, I don't see why not. But
Yeah. As well, it wasn't necessarily that he was like, all right, I'm fine, let's just,
yeah,
I'll
I
go back
guess
to
he
the
was more
hospital.
like it's fine. I'll go, you know. I'll
He,
be your sacrifice.
yeah, he was doing that because he thought he owed it to Beth that he escaped, and Beth deserves to escape or to get
Yeah.
out of there. So yeah, I probably wanted to, yeah, but I don't know if I probably wouldn't have let him go because it's like she's just like grabbing everything she can get. I'd be like, no, you don't get him.
Yeah.
He's with us. He's one of our people now.
Uh-huh. I
Uh,
guess. Yeah.
yeah, it just kind of, I don't know. It's hard to say. And then after Beth dies, she gets shot. Everyone's just like guns up, and Rick
Yeah.
has that look on his face. And then she's like, wait, wait. The lady on the police officer side, it's like it was just about her. I was surprised, so surprised they didn't start gunning each other down.
Yeah.
Like it was stopping that. That's crazy
Yeah.
because that builds up. That's like tidal waves, Jeez, she just like, because I don't know if I would have had the self control after like if she said something, I
Yeah.
would have been like, bam,
Yeah.
you don't know, until you know.
Especially if you're Daryl or someone,
Yeah,
you know.
I just lost Beth because
Yeah.
I think he was right about to open fire, but Carol pulled him back.
Yep.
I was just like, no, no, don't do this. And if you stayed around after the credits, there was a sneak peek with Morgan. They showed him kind of going to the church, looking at stuff, killing a zombie, going back to the church. Or wait, he's at the school, killed a zombie, looked at stuff, went to the church, like set up a little, well, I don't know. He set up like a few figurines or whatever,
Yeah.
kind of like
And like a
laughed.
bullet
Yeah,
and some
I think
stuff.
I think he probably did that probably because maybe I think it all meant something to him. I think like the
Yeah.
bullet was a bullet he could have used to kill his wife. Before she killed his son, which was something
Hmm.
that happened. I don't know about the weird cake thing. And I
Yeah.
don't know what the other thing was. It was like a rat toy, I believe it
Hmm.
was. Yeah. So I don't know. It must have been something to him. And he's probably like, "Oh, this is dumb. Why am I doing this?" So that's why I laughed. And then he walked over and saw the map, and I was like, "Oh, Terminus. He's probably gonna go to Terminus." And then I saw the note. I'm like, "Oh." He's like, "The world's gonna need Rick Grimes," and I love how it ended on his expression, being like, "Huh?" I'm
Yeah.
like Rick Grimes. Oh, I know him.
Yeah.
And then there's a super sneak peek later. If you watch The Talking Dead, that they kind of showed like little montage thing that they do in the beginning of the show, like where it's like, and then
Hmm.
they show like random pictures of stuff that pertains to each character. It's not random, but yeah, if but it wasn't like it was really short. It was like of a tree or something and a bird and like driving, and then it showed Maggie crying and then them burying Beth, I assume. It didn't show Gabriel like talking. And then it showed Rick and his group, Rick with the backpack on that he got from the episode in season 3 called what was it called? Clear, with Morgan when he goes back with to find Morgan, and get weapons and stuff. And because like a backpack that he picked off a hiker, because when they went into the city, they saw like a hiker, like he was like, "Help! I need help!" And they left him behind. And they came back. They just saw the backpack bloody,
Ah.
so he just picked it up as they went by. They saw his body, and they saw a backpack, and they kept driving. Then they stopped, went back, picked the backpack, and left. It's
Yeah.
like that's cool. I mean, it's bad, but it's
Ye-
cool that it shows you know, cool shot. But
Mhm.
yeah, then they showed them with him with the backpack and the group running up to a car, looking in it, and then a sneak peek cut. So something's in the car,
Yeah.
maybe. I don't know. Yeah.
All
Wow.
right.
That was a long episode,
Yeah.
a long discussion.
Uh-huh.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess a long discussion for a good episode.
Yeah.
So Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Thanks for watching if you made it
See,
this
more
far.
episodes need to be like this. They need to be eventful.
Oh,
They need to have people killing. I think that's what makes the episode good.
yeah.
Is people killing
But it does need to
because
be
it really shows,
kind
the
of special in a way,
humanity and the
you know.
where this show has gone now. The
Yeah,
maturity of it, I guess, if you
guess
will.
so.
What
Mhm.
you kind of agree?
Yeah,
Or
definitely. I think it can't be like every episode, but just because then it like kind of takes away from it. Eventually, it just becomes, well, maybe that's a good thing. That it would become kind of natural to the show,
hmm
just to kill people to like show, this is really where people are at this point, or
yeah,
where this group is, you know.
yeah, huh. Yeah,
So
I agree. All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
See you next time
Adios. Thanks for watching.
for season 5, part 2.
Yeah, stay tuned.